There he is. The legend that was Matt Duchene. Here he goes.
Yeah.
Woo! Juggling that puck, baby. Roping that puck. He's roping that puck. This was something to look at. And this should have told us all we need to know. This was a what did you call it, Oren? This was a
Prophecy.
the prophecy
Surprise.
was foretold on this night. You can look how excited Shea Weber is back there. It's like, oh my god, I've never seen anyone juggle the puck before. Oh my god, come here, come play country music, and that's exactly what he did. And for that, he will be punished. This is Avs Fan TV. We thank you for joining, and let's start her up here. Well, that's him. That's the man. That's who all the eyes will be on, at least here in Colorado.
Welcome back, Duchene.
Welcome back. Oh my God, Goonie. Shut the hell. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to deal with. This is Avs Fan TV, and we welcome in podcast brother here. It's Oren. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Glad to be here. And down below me, the myth, the people. Oh my God, the people like you so much, Jay. And I say the people, I'm just talking about like one person, but that person has a lot of power. And Jay, welcome from Laval, QC. What's up, buddy?
Pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't ask how you were doing. I just said, what's up? I don't care how you're doing. Okay. This is a preview show. Avs versus the Predators. This is a fan preview show, so it's very unprofessional. This is how we like it. We like it very unprofessional. We like to watch Matt Duchene and his cowboy hat. Has anybody ever heard him play his country music? It looks terrible, the video, but I had to turn the audio completely off. I was like, I just want to watch. I don't want to listen.
No,
it looks just terrible. Well, hopefully he's doing good that way whenever we knock him out.
Played.
Yeah, so whenever we knock him out first round, he can just jump into the gigs. Nashville's a good, Nashville's a good place. Play some country music, boy, and he can make some money playing a little country music during the off season. That's the goal.
Yeah, hopefully he starts early on that.
He starts early. Welcome, boys. So, just as a brief preview, the Avalanche, the Predators, is the first round matchup. It's one some people have taken. It's one some people have preferred. For me, I wanted to play Dallas, preferably, but we got Nashville. It's not a huge deal, but I believe Nashville does have the higher end talent. You're talking about Duchene, Roman Josi, who is a Norris Trophy favorite with Kel McCarr. I still think it's probably going to go to Josi just because he's played more games. He's got more points. Team isn't as good as the Avalanche. I just have a feeling, McCarr might miss it just out this year. Probably definitely gets it next year if he has a season like he did this season. So they've got really good players. Philip Forsberg. I like Forsberg just because his last name, but he's also a great player. And he could have been our player, but we made that trade for Simon Varlamov. We traded our first overall pick that ended up being Forsberg. So I kind of have a soft spot for him just for his name, and he could have been ours. It would have been nice to see another Forsberg in the lineup. But this is going to be that preview. The biggest news, I'd say, of the day is something we all probably knew is Nashville's number one goalie, UC Saros, who's been very good this year, is going to miss the first two games for sure in Colorado. And that's a big advantage for us, and that means
that'll be nice.
Jump on their assholes hard, Jay. And you know something about jumping on an asshole hard. Easily, first that's probably actually that was supposed to go to the other guy. But we'll just go ahead and say that to you, Jay. What's your feeling going into this series? Is this Nashville? Does the Nashville team worry you? Are you pretty? You know what? I'm not too worried about it. What's your thoughts on the overall series?
I think it could go definitely in terms of advantages. I would go for the Avalanche because Juicy Saros being out the first two games, especially that it's away games for the Predators. I think we have definitely an advantage on that.
We damn sure do. We damn sure do. And one of the
Yeah.
reasons
First two
we,
games. Yeah.
yeah, one of the reasons we do is because they don't have Saros and we have this gentleman right here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this gentleman right here, Oren, you and I were at the game last Thursday, the fan appreciation night, and this gentleman right here had a bit of a stink hair, especially the third period. And you called him out on that.
Yeah, he could have played a lot better. Especially one of the last games going into the playoffs. So
Yeah. King of the Delta. Obviously, probably a killer Blues player. Says you got to be glad getting Landy back for leadership. We're going to get to Landy. Grit and bring momentum and led back in the pencil. Excuse me, I didn't finish the sentence. After those last 7 games. We don't want to talk about the last 7 games. People are very sensitive. Avalanche fans are very sensitive about the last 7 games. It got real political, as it usually does in this country with anything. People were like, dude, last 7 games, we suck. We better watch out. We come out there, we're going to be shit. And then the other people were like, dude, it doesn't even matter, man. Dude, last 7 games, bro. We could lose 20 in a row, bro. It don't matter with the Avalanche, bro. It's like, well, you probably need to fall somewhere in between that. Like, it's never good to be shit your last 7 games. But on the other hand, we're resting people. The mentality's not there. Let's just not get hurt. Let's be smart.
We got a few great players coming back. So.
Oh, we do. Speaking of, oh. That's right. The cup is out. The cup is ours.
It's definitely
Anyway,
ours this year.
it's. I hope so. I don't want to wait another 20-something years. Or you could be Toronto. So talk a little bit about Nashville. We mentioned no Saros, at least for the first 2 games that we know of. Nashville was the only team to beat our beloved Avalanche 3 games this season. They went 3-1-0 against the Avalanche this season. One was in regulation. One of them, let me just talk about the one in regulation. When we watched this game together, that was when the COVID was going through the NHL and it was destroying the Avalanche, and we had injuries at the same time. We played like 3 players, and some would say we brought in a little person to help us out too. I don't even know if we had a coach. That was one of the worst games of hockey I've ever seen, because it was almost like it wasn't even like an AHL versus it was like ECHL.
Yeah, that was a game
Predators.
we should have just said we didn't want to play.
But they were like lacing up in the locker room, and they were like, I guess we'll play. We're here. I mean, literally the ice is right there. Maybe we should just go out and play. And we'll see. Oh, that's a bit early there, Mr. Delta. They win one. Toronto wins a game. I know you're excited. I know you like Austin Matthews. I get it. No, I get it.
That's my prediction.
Is that your prediction too?
That was my
Toronto's going to get that far?
Yep.
I
have them going to the Stanley Cup final.
Wow. Well, like the Avalanche, their destiny at least is to get out past the second round. It's like Toronto needs to worry about getting past the first round. And Lightning are the champs. Hey, I get it, but you're going to have to earn that victory. You're going to have to earn that win. The first game, crazy shit happens. I mentioned we beat Vegas. I was there. We destroyed Vegas last year, game 1. It looked like, we're going to run them. We're going to run them 7-1, whatever it was. And then we got ran the rest of the series. So I'm a bit skeptical. First game, you never know. It's just kind of weird. But it's not a bad shout. Toronto's exciting. That would be an exciting series. Probably not my bet, but that would be an exciting series to see. So they won in the regulation. There was the COVID win. They won in overtime, and then again, we were at the one where we blew our 2-goal lead. We had it like 2 times during the game. We just let them come through in the third period. We just sort of like, we're just going to rest third period.
Third period, we didn't want to do anything.
Yeah, we didn't do anything with our power plays either. That's something we're going to get onto as well.
Yeah.
Power plays. Something to watch for the Nashville Predators. My probably the obvious 3 players to watch. First being this gentleman right here. He's doing the Cupid Shuffle right there, actually. The Cupid Shuffle. Look at him. He's still dancing. That's actually how he skates. That's his normal stride. He doesn't actually have a stick. He doesn't use it. He doesn't need it. He brings his guitar. He has his guitar on the bench. Bye, Jay. He uses his guitar on the bench.
The
Second man,
lady.
yeah, to watch for sure, definitely is this gentleman right here, Mr. Roman Yossi, great player. Little John from Hockey Sunday said, he kind of reminded me. He's like, you know what, Yossi, they kind of they'll take him away from the top pairing. They'll play him a little bit against the second pairing, get him a little more ice time. We can come in more offensively and use more of his skill set because they don't want to have him against McKinnon all game, which is smart. I get that. So they'll be looking to let him loose and find little moments where McKinnon's line is not out there and get him involved offensively. So he's one to watch. Like I said, probably hi Jay, probably Norris Trophy winner just because of the games played. Again, I say Kel McCarr would have won it if they had played the same amount of games. And then one guy who I really secretly wish he was on the Avalanche is this gentleman right here. That's Philip Forsberg. Just to see the Forsberg on the back of the Forsberg once again, and he's a silky player. He's a good player. He's one to watch. Himself and Matt Duchene, both career highs for goals. Duchene had 43, Forsberg 42. So top end goal scorers, man. I mean, great players. So they do have that high end talent. Another stat to mention is that the Predators do have the 10th best face-off percentage in the league, and the Avalanche's face-off percentage is just says dog shit online. It doesn't actually give it a number. It just
not
says
a number.
Ass and shit.
Not worthy of a number.
Put it in the they're just like, nah, don't worry about it, bro. Just hopefully you just score in your power play. Don't worry about the face-offs because our face-offs are horrendous. So that's a kind of a little bit of an update with the Preds, a little information on them. I mean, Oren, I think you said you preferred to seen the Stars first round, but what do you think about getting Nashville?
I said Nashville.
You said Predators? You said Nashville? Okay. And why is that again? And what's your feeling?
I think we're going to play a lot more physical against them, and I just think we have a stronger chance to go against them than the Stars because it seems like we always have a problem playing the Stars. Over the years,
they drug players. I think that's the fact. They drug the opposing team's locker room. They drug the water bottles. You
can't trust the Texas.
You can't trust them.
Can't trust Texas.
No. That's the only way. But you mentioned the hitting, physicality. Nashville did lead the league in hits this season, as well as leading the league in penalty minutes this season. So, that's something we have to take advantage of. Nashville gets running around. We come at them hard here, dude.
We know how to draw penalties. So
we know how. Oh, Nathan McKinnon knows how to draw more than about anybody I've ever seen. He knows how to draw a penalty.
Yeah.
So when we do draw these penalties,
we got to actually do something on our power play.
We got to be elite on the power play. It's going to be great to have Landeskog back because one thing Landeskog does is he does many things. He tips pucks very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not quite Joe Pavelski level, but he's right there, man. I mean, he's one of the better puck tippers in the league. So using him there is going to be great to see. And Jay, this will be a question for you. Mr. Lehkonen, who we got from the Habs, down the street from you, he's been really good on the power play, obviously good on the penalty kill. But what do you think he's going to offer us in this first round series against the Preds?
He's by far the most hardworking players out there, for sure. He's going to be really good on the forecheck. And he's really good at doing interceptions and finding the open lane for a pass or a good shot on net.
Yeah. Okay.
The one that
Okay.
scored our goal against Vegas to make us go in the finals.
Yep. He scored the big goal, right?
I like the way he's been playing too. He's been really physical out there and
He's been very involved.
rushing that puck. I mean, he's not letting any of them get away from him without a
No.
fight, at least. So
He's a hounder, dude. He's a hounder, man.
Yeah.
For sure. And I don't know. How did this get in here? This was supposed to be long gone. Guys, they've had enough of a beating. Can we just leave them alone? I mean, who put that? I mean, I'm sorry if there's any of the beautiful fans in Vegas seeing that. I am so sorry. I mean,
we'll continue these memes throughout.
yeah, there'll probably be a continuation, but it's not me.
At
I
least
mean, I don't.
It just happens to
at least
pop up.
85 more. It just happens to be there. I mean, I think someone. Yeah. Anyway, we don't like that. So let's move to us a little bit. Talk about us because it is about us. This is AsFan TV, for God's sake. We just squat on the Predators for about 15 minutes. So let's talk about us. And the first thing we have to mention about us is this beautiful man right here. You know what? Can we not go full screen with this man? Can we just look? Can we just?
I'd love to get closer, but that's as close as we're gonna get, unfortunately.
That's as close as we're gonna get. Okay, well, that's a great looking captain right there. I mean,
I think
he's
that's
ready to come back.
Actually,
well, let's take her freaking comment right off the screen. Then don't give her credit for that. He's about everybody's man. I'd say every Avs fan that has a wife, has a girlfriend, or has a lesbo girlfriend, or has a gay man boyfriend, or has a. I mean, I just think he's just kind of everybody's kind of into him, and that's fine. We're very open here on AsFan TV.
He's a dominant species.
He's a dominant male. Yeah, he's definitely. Would you see a power bottom?
No, power.
Maybe. You don't think he's a power bottom?
He's a dominant top, man.
Dominant top. Okay, we'll say okay, that's fine. Dominant top. Some would say power bottom, but I'm not in the scene, so maybe you know better than I. So dominant top, ready to rock.
He's very verbal.
Okay.
And huge.
Very verbal. Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be great to see. So it's great to have him back. He's ready to go. Obviously, my expectations are just get him in the game. Let him do his thing. We won't get too crazy with it. He'll find his way because Peter McNabb, I heard him say he played the game at the highest level. And he said, look, however many games you're out, sometimes that's about as many games as it takes you to get back in. Well, God, let's hope not, because he won't get into the playoffs at all. Yeah. But he's a great player. I do find him getting in, just doing the little things, doing the simple things, get him on the power play. Just let him get in there. I mean, I haven't watched any practices or seen where he's at, but I mean, if he's playing, he's ready to go. He's going to be ready to go.
I think his presence will give a lot of confidence too, though.
So. Absolutely change the lines up a little bit too. We can move some guys down. Really excited to see hopefully new hook on the third line with a couple quality players, maybe with a big Val, or maybe they keep Val on the second line, which I would. It might happen with JT Compher, with Lehkonen. Would be an interesting combination. We'll see how it goes. But bringing him in shifts everybody down where they belong in the line combinations. That's going to be key. Really the only injured player for the Avalanche coming into this, as we're getting everybody healthy again, is just Ryan Murray. And he really arguably isn't a top 6D starter for them. So they're able to kind of go through that. It's not that big of a deal. We're very deep. We've made the moves we needed to make to be deep for this playoff run. So he's a guy that's not a big loss right now. We've got plenty to play here. One guy I definitely want to mention, who's a lot of people's favorite for the Conn Smythe, is this gentleman right here. Jay, as a Canadian, as a man, as a boy, what are your thoughts on this guy? Let me give you a stat before you speak. He is the number 3 in history, third player in history for playoff points per game at 1.38 per game. He's behind. Oh, you guessed it. You're right. Gretzky and Lemieux, a couple of Canadians. what about this Canadian here? What can you tell me about this gentleman in the playoffs?
He's a great player, and he's there when it matters the most. And also, he's really, really passionate. He's just really clutch. Yeah. He's a player that every fan would dream of.
He was clutch in his junior year as well.
Yeah. The Memorial Cup.
Yeah. As King of the Delta would say, a different beast.
Yeah.
You're right. He is. He's different. It gets in the playoff. I tell you, it's another level. It's an elite level. You know, a lot of people are like, I always tell, it's like, okay, who would you rather have, Connor McDavid, or some people call him Connor McJesus, or Nathan McKinnon? And I always say, well, you can have Connor McDavid in the regular season, but when playoffs start, when the real shit hits the fan, I'm taking this gentleman right here, nasty Nate McKinnon. Okay, Oren, Nate McKinnon, playoff Nate McKinnon, third most points in history per game. What do you think he's going to do this series?
I'm wanting him to take more shots. I know that. I want him to take his shots. I know he loves to pass and get those great looking passes in there, but he's got a beautiful shot and he needs to start using it, especially in the playoffs, and especially starting off against their second goalie.
Yeah, rip him a new asshole.
Yep,
is what we need to do, and this gentleman will be the one to do it. Playoffs come on, he might look for a few little extra passes now and then when he starts to feel he needs to just go, he's going to just put everything on. And I've seen it happen. I mean, we've all, any Avalanche fan with watching Nate McKinnon in the playoffs, have seen it happen. This guy takes it to another level. So very excited to see him.
He's just too quick.
Oh, he does what he wants. That song I sang and lost my voice. My voice is still not the same for that song I was singing on Thursday night when he's just stick handling over fools. Yeah, I mean, the guy's ready. The guy, another exciting player to watch this playoffs.
Does what he wants.
Yeah,
Does what he wants.
right here.
Cale Makar.
Tongue out. Yeah, ready to rock it. A lot of people have him as also a Conn Smythe favorite. I think the NHL columnist poll was, I don't know if it was 16 people, 16 of their current writers, beat writers, 7 of them, so almost half, had the Avalanche winning. A lot of them had Nate McKinnon as a Conn Smythe. A few others had Cale Makar. I think Calgary had about 4 votes to win the cup, and then who gives a shit for the rest? It was 1 and 2. But this is another man I expect to turn it on, to be dominant. He made a couple comments about how their play has been. He said it's quote unquote not so good lately. Well, we all know that. So now's the time. Avalanche fans, we should be we're chomping at the bit, because like you said, the last 7 games have been no bueno, and we're ready for bueno. So these 2 guys here are going to be the driving force behind that, 100%. Now, I was one more other thing. Oh my. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Okay, we don't have to see that. We get it. Jay, we get it. Okay. He's going to offer to fight Yossi for the Norris. That would be great if Kel was like, look, whoever wins this fight gets the Norris. And they just go and they just get at it. And they take it to the streets.
Yeah,
they take it from the ice to the streets. It's like that. Pun. Yeah, they take it to the streets. You ever seen that scene in Blazing Saddles, the fight scene towards the end of the movie, where it goes literally out the streets and it goes to the studio where they're doing dancing, and that's the fight I'd like to see with Yossi Makar. They just take it, starts in the country, they go out, goes all down the streets, goes into the studio where things are being recorded, goes up to Canada, And then right when Kel McCarr knocks Yossi out, this happens. Kadri gets suspended. Got to watch out for that. Definitely have to watch out for that. That's one thing we cannot have. So Kadri, career year, for the love of all the gods on Marvel shows.
Don't
fuck
this.
Do not fuck us this year. Okay, we need you, son of a bitch. We need you. And this is where we're about to get to, and I appreciate you coming on this, Noodle. Avs in 5. So let's get to some juicy predictions. Oren, we're gonna start with you. Who's winning the series and in how many games? What do you got?
I was thinking Avs in 6. I went 4-2.
Yeah. Jason, what do you think?
My guess was also Avalanche in 6.
Damn you people. This isn't going to be very exciting because we're all pretty close.
It's going to be a tough battle.
Yeah, it's going to be a fight.
We'll take it away at the end.
Definitely a couple overtime games probably. My heart says Avs in 5, and my head, says Avs in 6. So I want to say 5.
I don't think they're gonna take it in 7. So.
But I'm gonna go Avs in 6. This is an interesting one here. Nashville is gonna put up a good. Yes, they will. If Saros is out more than the first 2 games, though, that's where I'm saying that's where I'm more comfortable about 5 or 6. But I'm gonna say Avs in 6. King of the Delta says Avs in 7. Very possible.
Did I cut out when I said my prediction, or?
Say your prediction again. I'm pretty sure you said in 6, right?
Yeah.
Well, then, Jay, we'll stay with you on this question. Who is the MVP of the series?
That's a really good question. I'm gonna give it.
That's why I asked it, Jay.
Give it to Darcy Kemper.
Oh, that's a really interesting answer. Very interesting answer.
I'm gonna say Kel McCarr.
Kel McCarr is a good one. Yep, Kel McCarr is a great one. I'm gonna go.
He's gonna bring his offense and defense strong and hard.
I like it. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Amber Heard. Go with Amber Heard because she is not a liar. She does not lie. Okay, she is the truth. No, I'm gonna go with obvious choice, but I'm gonna go with this gentleman right here. This guy right here, to me, is going to be
Big Nate.
I think he's gonna win the Conn Smythe, but I think he's gonna be the MVP of this series as well. Gonna get off to a good start, and he's gonna. What is he? What are we gonna? If we go 6 games, I bet he has 13 points this series. We go with lucky number 13 points for the series for him. This is an interesting one. Rantanen for MVP of the series.
That is interesting.
That's a nice little notion. Like he's just kind of going under the radar. He's just kind of coming back a little bit. He was sick for a little while. I don't know why I'm quoting sick. He was sick, but he was sick. Good little shout. And Elise, I think Val is going to be vital these playoffs. You know what, Val? Look, we all love Val.
I love Val the most. But...
Why don't you, while I'm bringing up his picture, why don't you tell Elise how much you love Val Nichushkin? And I got to bring him in here. I got to bring him in if I can get him here. I mean, he's too important.
Val is the most sexiest man in the world, so that's why.
Sexiest man. So it doesn't have to do with hockey playing. It's just it's all looks for you.
I like the way he holds his stick, but
Well, again, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's hockey related.
Yeah,
you know,
I'd say so.
that's fine. And there, let's have a look. Let's have a full screen look here, boys.
There he
Let's get
is.
in on this. Elise. I think it's Elise, huh? I think so. That's Val. There he is. Look at him. He's ready to run someone over. He's ready to drive the frickin' net.
Yeah,
net
he's
from
going
presence.
to be big in the playoffs for sure.
Oh, he's fucking huge. Just please, stay healthy, boys. Yeah, it's I said no, not Elise. Say Elise.
Alice?
That's not Alice, dude. Come on,
It could be.
Elise. Please, you can pronounce it if you like, or you don't have to. You don't have to give us any. You have to give us nothing. Just say no. That's fine. We know it's not Elise. It was Elise. Yeah. Yeah, and that's Val. That's going to be vital. That's what I think. We are a deeper team than Nashville overall. We've got our number one goalie. We have Pavel Francois, who had a really shitty first period against the Wild last game of the season, but came back. He is, to me, the best, if we're not one of the best, second string goalies in the league. So great to have him too, just in case something goes wrong, which we pray it won't, with Darcy Kemper. Better goalie, better defensive core, 1 through 6. And just, we're a better team than Nashville, but you got to work. Nothing is given to you in the playoffs. You have to freaking work, and they have to come out strong. First game of the season, come out freaking punching throats and grabbing dicks and ready to rock, okay? Ready to kick some ass, okay? And ready to dominate and show from the get-go, from the whistle. We're a faster team. We're a more dominant team. You guys can throw your hits around too. Well, guess what? We'll take the power play, and we have to make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to have to draw those penalties and
draw those penalties. Do it.
And take shots. Take
those shots. Shots. So yeah, kind of gave our predictions, gave our little outlooks here. We appreciate everyone coming in, saying their say. Yeah. Hopefully we get some more people in. We'd like to get some people on the video. It's Avs Fan TV. We are on the YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and all that kinds of crap. Please, we want fans on this show. We want people on the show. We're going to do some post-game stuff like this after some games. I'm hoping to do I'm going to go to a couple local bars, maybe get a couple more interviews. God, if I can afford a playoff ticket, I'd like to be there to get some more interviews there. And I look into a few things here for this Predators series. So we're going to be out. So check us out. Subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed to us. This all sounds – I don't like saying this shit. Subscribe to me. Look, do whatever you want. But, we just want to talk to Avalanche fans. That's what this is about. Is talking to Avalanche fans. That's what this whole channel is about. And we want you guys on. I do have it in the link below. Email me, avsftv@gmail.com. If you're like, hey, I like or I hate the show and I want to either, shout death threats to you guys on air, or I actually just want to talk hockey. Either way, let me know. It's about to be on this banner. Oh, here it comes. Please email me. There's the ticker, avsftv@gmail.com.
We'll send you the link so you can get on the show.
Send you the link when we go live. This is about talking with Avalanche fans. This is all this is. We just want to talk with other fans, have a fun time. Doesn't matter if we agree or disagree. We all want the same thing. It's a Stanley Cup. It's a Stanley Cup in Gabe Landeskog's hands. Okay. So that's what we want. That's what we're looking for. So feel free to reach out if you want to get on the show, if you want to be a part of it, and just follow us. Watch it here. Probably come up with some interesting stuff. We had some fun interviews. Like I said, the last home game of the season. Check those out on the channel. Jay, you have any farewell words here before we get down to the game tomorrow?
Let's go Avalanche and Avalanche in 6.
Avalanche in 6. Oren, yourself?
Yep. Good luck, Avalanche. We're going to destroy the Preds, and let's go.
Let's go. All right. I will also say let's go. This was fun. Thank you, Jay Orn, joining me. Those in chat joining. It's going to be a fun series. It's going to be, people are already talking about, we're just going to worry about Calgary. It's like, first of all, no, we don't. We got to worry about Nashville. Nothing is given in this league. So take it very seriously. Nothing's done until it's done. If we outwork them, we will win the series. Simple as that. Outwork them. We're the better team. The talent will take over if our work ethic is above theirs. So we'll go from there. Can't wait till tomorrow. Well, come on. Start out strong. First whistle. Come out the block. And we'll get it going. Again, can't wait for tomorrow's game. Thank you for joining. We will probably talk to you tomorrow. We'll see what content we can come up with. Thank you.